My name's Catrina Millar. I'm a college lecturer, and I was selling with my sister and I my parents' property, which was Ardbury Cottage in Burnside Road, Glasgow. The property had previously been on the market for about a year with two other agents, with very, very limited success. So we were getting quite anxious. I'd heard the adverts for McEwan Fraser, and I decided to give them a go. And I'm really, really glad that I did. From the minute we made the phone call, which must have been about 10 o'clock on a Monday night, and the phone call was answered, which was fantastic, and with the promise that somebody, the valuer, would call us the following day, which he did. Beginning to end, service was fantastic and very, very slick and very, very professional. A complete contrast to what we'd previously experienced. The valuer came out, valued the property higher and decided to put it on, remarket it if you like, at a higher price than had been on with the previous agent. And then the ball was set in motion. We met the photographer, who was again fantastic and really captured the essence of my parents' house. My parents had built the house themselves, so it was a bespoke design, and he really, really captured that, which we really, really appreciated. From the quality of the photographs to the quality of the schedule, it was night and day, absolute night and day from what we'd previously had. Communication with the office, again, seamless and very, very slick. And everybody knew exactly what was happening, regardless if it was a different person that you were actually speaking to. I particularly liked the message board. I think living in the sort of digital age that we're in, very, very frustrating dealing with other agents that maybe close a half day on a Saturday, they're not open on a Sunday. So the message board I found fantastic, because it gave me peace of mind 24/7. I could go on that board and find out the status of the property, feedback from viewers, so I found that a huge, huge benefit. Ultimately, in the year previous that the property had been on the market, we were on with McEwan Fraser for 3 weeks. At the end of the 3 weeks, we had 2 notes of interest, one of which ultimately turned into a formal offer, and we were over the moon with the offer. And just obviously, just to say as well that the previous agents had actually wanted us to reduce the price by up to £50,000, which they thought would guarantee us a sale. Now, we were in no rush to sell the property. I'm so glad that we didn't, because we got much closer to the actual value that we wanted ultimately for the home. I would recommend McEwan Fraser unequivocally. They might be more expensive, however, I've discovered that regardless of the expense initially, I actually had to pay an exit fee with my previous agent, and then when I tallied it all up, there wasn't much difference between McEwan Fraser's fees. So I would recommend anyone forget going with anyone else and ultimately maybe having to change your mind and find another agent. I would just go with McEwan Fraser from the beginning. Save yourself any hassle.
McEwan Fraser Legal, raising new standards in estate agency.